9 states and 1 union territory under fourth phase of Lok Sabha elections go to poll today. In a first, Meghalaya sends 12 companies of state police to discharge election duty in Madhya Pradesh. NEET goof up causes psychological and mental pressure on aspirants, says MDA spokesperson Paul Lingdo. Seventh edition of India-France joint military exercise Shakti kick-starts today at Umroi. Exercise aims to strengthen military ties between two countries. Government organizes Meghalaya Star 30 to prepare youth for NEET and JEE exams. The news in detail. 96 parliamentary constituencies spread over 9 states and 1 union territory voted today under the fourth phase of Lok Sabha elections. These include 25 seats in Andhra Pradesh, 17 in Telangana, 13 in Uttar Pradesh, 11 in Maharashtra, 8 seats each in Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal, 5 in Bihar, 4 seats each in Jharkhand and Odisha, along with 1 seat of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. With many parts of India bearing the brunt of heat wave, a group of Meghalaya police personnel are discharging their 2024 Lok Sabha election duties in other states, whilst enduring the extreme climatic conditions. 12 companies of forces from the state are currently on duty for the ongoing Lok Sabha election in Madhya Pradesh. This marks the first instance of Meghalaya sending 12 companies of its forces for Lok Sabha election duty. Meghalaya Democratic Alliance spokesperson Paul Lingdo has said that the recent goof up at the NEET centres in Jowai and Nongpor should not have happened, as it has caused psychological and mental pressure on the aspirants. The reported random distribution of 2 sets of question papers, namely at the beginning of separate timings of the examination, created panic among the students who recently met the Education Minister and demanded a re-examination in these centres.
I'm sure the education department will take a call on this immediately, but certainly the lapse should not have happened. It has caused a lot of psychological and undue mental pressure on the candidates.
With aiming to strengthen the cooperation between India and France, the 7th edition of India-France joint military exercise Shakti commenced today at Umroi in a fully developed and modern foreign training node in Meghalaya. The opening ceremony of the joint exercise was attended by Thierry Mathau, the ambassador of France to India, and Major General Prasanna Sudhakar. Here is a detailed report.
Aimed at enhancing the joint military capabilities of both India and France to undertake multi-domain operations in a sub-conventional scenario under Chapter 7 of the United Nations Mandate Exercise, Shakti, a biennial training event, is conducted alternatively in India and France, with the last edition being held in France in November 2021. In his address, Thierry Mathieu, the ambassador of France today, said the future of cooperation between India and France in the security and defense sector is very bright, adding that French companies dealing in the security sectors are in India to develop the cooperation with the stakeholders in this country.
And obviously, defense and security is a major pillar, and I must say the major pillar of our partnership with India. And I would like to say that this cooperation between France and India in the sector of defense and security is organized around 3 pillars. I mean, actually we have to work on 3 days, if I may say.
Indian contingent comprising 90 personnel is being represented primarily by the battalion of the Rajput Regiment besides personnel from other arms and services. The French contingent comprising 90 personnel will be represented mainly by personnel from the 13th Foreign Legion Half Brigade, and the joint exercise will focus on operations in the semi-urban and mountainous terrain.
Exercise Shakti will focus on the mechanics of conduct of circumnational operations under the Chapter 7 of United Nations mandate, undertaking company-level joint operations and sharing from each other's best practices. We look forward to our French counterparts for enriching ourselves with their knowledge, skills and expertise. The endeavour of the exercise is to learn from each other's shared experiences, develop jointmanship and interoperability through constructive dialogue between individuals and small groups.
I have no doubt that this new and improved Shakti 23-24 will be a great success and will perfectly illustrate the way the partnership between our armies has kept developing these past 2 years.
Exercise Shakti will enable the two sides to share the best practices in tactics, techniques and procedures of conducting joint operations. The joint exercise will facilitate developing interoperationality, bonhomie and camaraderie between armed forces personnel of these two countries. Bureau Report DD News, Meghalaya.
Shock and dismay gripped Airpakon village as news emerged of the alleged murder of a 38-year-old resident, Kirmen Lingdo Nonglat, on Saturday night at approximately 8 p.m. Nonglat's lifeless body was discovered on Saturday night with no visible marks of violence except for bleeding from the ears. Despite efforts to save him, medical personnel at Civil Nongpo Hospital pronounced him dead upon arrival. Riboy police swiftly responded and launched an investigation into the crime. The Khasi Students' Union Maukarwat Circle has expressed concern over the rapid increase in the number of drug users in southwest Khasi Hills district, destroying the career and life of the youths, with many of them being involved in different criminal activities, including murder. KSU Maukarwat Circle President Rutherford Lingdo today requested the Home Department to ensure that the anti-narcotic task force in southwest Khasi Hills district is fully functional, not exists only in name.
Haka juga puang nguruk ban kentu ya ka tanar pulep ba la kumnu kedai ban wanra no ya kata ya ka tenat badai bepet kepang drop ne po kadong kajungi ka INTF na kabenta maniakun persa ya unu jajing di mar kumbalong tang UI ba nadu usnam arhajar kat kendai arhajar arpo kladon ka kenhun INTF ne po ka distrik kajungi henrai iklemu I bahkan terikam.
With an aim to empower and prepare the youths to compete in various examinations like NEET and JEE, State Council of Science, Technology and Environment, Meghalaya, organized the Meghalaya Star 30 at different centres in Shillong, Mairang and Nongpo today. Resource persons included Project Lead Dr. Varun Murthy and Project Director of Science and Technology, Sel Gunanka DB. The workshop witnessed the participation of many students in all the three centres. The National Centre for Vector-Borne Disease Control, in collaboration with the Office of the District Malaria Officer, Ampati, organized a distribution drive for long-lasting insecticidal nets today in Kumligao. This marks a significant step in the ongoing fight against vector-borne diseases in the region. LLINS are a crucial tool in preventing the transmission of malaria, particularly in areas where mosquito-borne illness pose a significant health threat. International Nurses Day, which is being celebrated across the world on May 12th, was also observed in Meghalaya today in West Jaintia Hills. Nurses Day celebration organized by Trained Nurses Association of India was inaugurated by the Additional Deputy Commissioner and Project Director of DRDA, Ferdinand Basan, at a function held at Bishop's House, Lo Mi Sintu Mi Mintudu. This year's theme is Our Nurses, Our Future, the Economic Power of Care.
So that nurses graduate, recognize and value nurses' skills.
So we understand that you especially are the first responder, the people who give, you've written so many good things there. You have given caring, you've given love, you've given, that selflessness in doing something which you are bound by the duty that you are performing.
The weather report. Maximum temperature 23 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 15 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 73%, relative humidity in the evening was 86%. Rainfall 3.9 millimeter. The weather forecast: light to moderate rain and thunderstorm are likely to occur at a few places. Let's have a look at the headlines once again. 9 states and 1 union territory under fourth phase of Lok Sabha elections go to poll today. In a first, Meghalaya sends 12 companies of state police to discharge election duty in Madhya Pradesh. NEET goof up causes psychological and mental pressure on aspirants, says MDA spokesperson Paul Lingdor. Seventh edition of India-France Joint Military Exercise Shakti kick-starts today at Umroi. Exercise aims to strengthen military ties between two countries. Government organizes Meghalaya Star 30 to prepare youth for NEET and JEE exams. Well, that's all we have for today's edition of the news. Until we meet again next time, good night.